Mr. Joe, and today we are going to show you how to make canicross, bike joring, or any small dog-powered sport lines. This is the bungee line. The bungee line will end up looking something like this, and this will be attached to your harness that you will wear, and then from this you will have your leader lines, which they showed you how to make in an earlier video.
The earlier video is how to make your own dog ropes, lines, or leashes, and it shows you how to make a standard leash. You would have a clip on the end, and
You can have
clip on the end, and then that would go to your dog's tug line on the back of the harness. Follow that up. This line would get connected to a bungee rope, a rope that has bungee in it, and that would be going up to your ski joring or canicross harness. And Mr. Joe is going to show you how to add the bungee into one of these. You have to buy the harness. We generally suggest Adanac Sleds and Equipment, AdanacSleds.com, just because you can call Pam or Jack and they're really helpful. A little hard to see this because he's got black on his harness, but he's clipped his line to it. That's a bungee line. He's going to show you how to make that today, and then that gets connected to one or two. In his case, he uses 3-dog lines, and he'll run a 3-dog team. So he's starting off with some hollow core rope, just like we used in the previous video, and he's just made our regular loops on each end. He's using the fid.
Our fid's right here.
Fid here.
And we're going to use our larger fid because I'm going to use a larger size bungee cord.
It's got a little thicker bungee cord, and I asked him, did it matter? And he said, I like to use thicker because I know it's going to last a lot longer. I don't have to replace it as often. So he's going to be threading that through the hollow core rope.
So I fid
over the table, please.
That. And basically I'm going to start at the end where the rope ends and the inside, because we fitted our rope through there. So we'll start at one end.
So it looks like he's about a third or a quarter of the way down from the loop. He's going to thread this into the hollow core with the
fid.
He's got the bungee inside the fid, so that's what enables him to be able to get it through. Pretty easy, kind of fun. You obviously want that bungee smaller in length than the actual rope itself, because otherwise it won't stretch. It'll just be the same. And then he's going to bring it back out. You know, for you women out there, it's not unlike adding elastic to just about anything. You thread it through and then you just, bungee it up kind of. We're just using bungee instead of standard sewing elastic, which would not work. We'll say it once again just because it's so important. Don't go buy your ropes at any local hardware stores or your clips or things like that, because you will not get strong enough materials, and that's how you lose your dog or your team. So safety and quality first. You can see that Joe is just trying to put it through, working over the table.
Alright, now that I've got the bungee fitted through our rope,
right, on both sides,
you can see that it comes out at both ends. I'm going to take this and I'm going to loop it there. Now how I'm going to attach that is with these little clips. These clips you can either buy at the hardware store.
Yes.
Or what I did is I took a little nail, trimmed it down a little bit, and then I used my needle nose pliers or a vice grip, whatever you got, and I made a little C-clamp. And this is what's going to hold the bungee around the rope. So now that I've got the loop, I'll take my little clip and I will set it on the bungee. This might take a little bit of work. Just work at it.
So you're trying to make it nice and tight?
Yep, you need to get it nice and tight, and you need to get these 2 sets of bungees set like that.
Oh yeah.
And now what this is going to allow is me to tighten these down using a bigger pliers,
So you're really kind of crimping it
and you're basically crimping this clip
as tight as possible.
onto the bungees. It's going to take a little bit of work. Usually like to use a vice grip because they're a little tighter.
We get the idea.
And then once you have both of these on both ends, this will be closed.
So you're going to close it up as tight as you
And you're going to
possibly
close
can.
it up
Don't
as
leave
tight
it
as you
open like
possibly
that.
can. Yeah, you don't want to leave it open like that.
But just close it more.
Just close it more. And then you'll bunch some of the rope, over the bungee cord. So what's going to happen is when the bungee expands, the rope will expand with it. And this is what causes the shock absorber on your ski joring lines.
So again, for ski joring,
Canacross, bike joring, this is all rollerblading, any dog-powered sports with a small team.
And Canacross is hiking, jogging, running, hands-free. So, you know, when your dog's attached to you, it's really fun because you can work as a team with each other, and they give you some serious momentum. It's really, really fun, but if you use the bungee ropes, again, it acts as a shock absorber for your dogs and even for yourself, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It takes all the work out of the big dogs.
Right. Oh, yeah, right. So, yeah, it does save on energy. It's more efficient.
Oh, yeah.
So
basically, you're just going to clasp this end down just like the other, and then as tight as possible, just like the other end. And if you'd like, you can even fit any extra line back into your line, and it will end up looking nice and neat like that.
And then at the end, you have these little ends of your clamps. What are we doing? Some people I saw use electrical tape.
I normally will cover all of my ends with electrical tape, just at this joint. No, that doesn't have it. But normally for any leader lines or gang lines, you're always going to want to tape them.
Then you won't have a sharp end on there.
Because then you won't have a sharp end, right?
Okay, super. So basically, that's it. That's your bungee line.
That's your bungee line?
Yep. Yep.
And that's
right,
going
Emma?
to be used
Emma says yes.
for all dog-powered sports.
Hey, have fun. Doggy Arts and Crafts, brought to you by the Door County Sled Dogs. We suggest you get your supplies from Adirondack Sleds and Equipment, AdirondackSleds.com. Thanks a bunch. Have fun.